2024, and it's my privilege to record this video, part of one of the assignments. And today I would like to discuss a very interesting book, and this book is called The Art of Possibility, and this is written by uh, Benjamin Zander and Rosamund Stone Zander. And this is very interesting book about shifting our mindset, and this is a transformational book. Usually I say some books are life changing because when you read them, then your mindset, your some people say your health seat, your lifestyle, everything will be challenged, and then you are committed to take some of the takeaways and then change something in your life. And this book is also one of them. And to be honest, I knew about this book from this class, and although I had some similar perspective about the art of possibility, like we say we have concepts like thinking outside of the box, or maybe abandoned mindset and so on. But this book also say it proposes some rules and also some steps on how to live in a very abundant and possible world, instead in a world that is scarcity and there are lack of opportunities. But if you apply these techniques and these rules, you will see that the world is for everyone. There are enough resources for everyone. Instead of competition, we can do cooperation, we can do teamwork, we can be more creative by working with each other. So this book is very interesting, and it has 12 rules. And as I just said before, it all depends in our perceptions and mindset. So if we all the time complain and see the narrow perspectives or have a negative mindset, then that's very clear that our life also will be negative, and we will deal with negativity. So when we shift our mind, we shift our life, and that is agreed based on the recent scientific findings, and also many philosophical and religious schools also emphasize that once you change your mind, you can change your life. So that's very agreed principle. And so if we put ourselves in competition, in negativity, and then all the time be complaining and seeing the dark side, and not being able to think outside of the box, and not being able to be open and with open mind, with open heart, then of course we will live a difficult life. But if we apply some certain rules and then we work on our minds, in our mindset, and then we try to make the world a better place for everyone, at first for ourselves, because you cannot give from an empty cup. They say you have to work on yourself, improve yourself, and then also we can give something to the other people. And the concept of this book is that you should not always be focused on getting. If you be always expecting what other people can do for you, but instead, what can you do for them? How can you cooperate with them? Where they need you, and what are your strengths? Yeah, again, it would be difficult. So part of the main core of this book is that you should also have something to give to other people, to the nature, to the world, and to the place where needed. So as I said, this book has 12 rules, and number one rule is it's all invented. And the concept is that our perception and assumptions shapes our reality. So you see, when it rains, maybe someone is hiding to the room and complaining. And maybe when it rains, someone goes outside and dances and enjoys the weather. It's all based on the perception. There is no good day and there is no bad day. And for the people who want to succeed in their life and have a goal and have a commitment, for them it's not important the weather, the circumstances, the challenges, everything, but instead they are tough on their mind and they are concrete on their mind, and they would like to see the positive, the positive side of the reality. They would like to focus on their goal. So they have, with positive perception and mindset, they face to the life and they achieve their goals. And for the people who complain, who put the blames on other, and who thinks the world is scarce and there is not enough for everyone, definitely they will put themselves in challenge. They put all their abilities and capabilities in a very limited and narrow uh, potential, I can say, box, because they are not able to see all the dimensions and everything. But I believe personally, and also this book suggests, that there is enough for everyone. So you can, instead of competing, complaining, and thinking negatively and doing like everything will run and you are too fast, then you will not be living a good life. So the ground for the good life is to have a good perception and what we believe, that shapes our life. And there is a very famous saying, whether you think you can and whether you think you cannot, in both ways you're correct. If you put a lot of limitations on yourself and you say, I cannot do it, I'm not worthy it, I'm not capable for it, there is not enough, so your actions will lead your thoughts. So that's why we say it's all invented in our perception, in assumptions shape our realities. And the second rule is stepping into a universe of possibility. When we have positive mindset, when we see the realities as they are, not as we judge or as we believe or as we interpret, but as they are, then we have to step into a universe that everything is possible. And then we have to shift our mindset from a scarcity where resources are limited and competition is fierce, to abundance where possibilities are endless and collaboration is key. One of the success principles I have read in the book of Jack Canfield, the 12 success principles. I guess the name, I hope the name is correct. It is getting help or asking help from others, and that is based on the collaboration. In my life, I have also faced in many situations that I could not pay for something, or I did not have the ability to do something, but I had the time, or maybe I had a skill, or maybe I did not have that skill. I had one of these resources, so I wanted to collaborate in something, and this led me to somewhere. So when we embrace the opportunities without focusing on limitations, this mindset fosters our creativity. When we believe that something is possible, then we work. We believe that new things comes out of existing things. So there is possibility, then we are creative because we believe that there is enough for everyone and we can go ahead. So that's why we when we believe that there is possibility in this world, it encourages us to focus on more options instead of one option, we can decide maybe logically, because we see a lot of options and a lot of opportunities for everyone. So this is the second rule, and the third rule is giving an A. And this means that you treat others as though they have already achieved excellence. This belief is in their potential can inspire them to reach their highest capabilities. So without judging others, without evaluating others, without putting a lot of limitations, just give compliment to the others and show them their potential, show them that they are worthy and they can do it, and inspire them and acknowledge their values, their possibilities, and then you see where they set up in this puzzle, instead of just blaming them or judging them, because it's very difficult to have a positive life, and creativity, possibility when you judge people, although you have not walked in their shoes and you maybe cannot see the full picture as they see. So we will go to the fourth rule, that is being a contribution. Shift your focus from what you can gain. We already covered this concept a little, and I say, instead of always expecting from others, sometimes you have to see where you can contribute. In any situation, you have to ask yourself how you can contribute. If you are in a team, so you have to ask yourself this question, where you can contribute better, maybe not only in the frame of your job description or the assigned task, but how you can do something better than what you are supposed to do, maybe what is defined for you. It's also coming somehow to the thinking outside of the box, outside of the current norms, current situation, and then how you can challenge yourself and stretch yourself from your comfort zone. So there is a lot of words to explain this, and when you are ready to give to the others, it means you are just promoting a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and then you will reduce your anxiety and mindset, because you will not be focused always on yourself, but you have to consider everything. And now we have a lot of different mindset and perspective, and for example, in the past we believe that all the humans and everything around the world, they were created for the human, and human were in the center of everything. But now we see human is part of this ecology, and we have also other at first we have other humans, then we have our planet, we have animals, we have plants, and many things. So you should not be always just self-centered. So you have to be a contribution. And now we jump into the rule number 5, lead from any chair. And there is one very famous saying, whatever you are, be a good one. And I'm trying to practice this concept from years, although this is difficult, especially now I'm a student of UPG Sustainability Leadership, and I see I'm struggling with certification, although I have some excuses, but no excuses is allowed. But sometimes some excuses are allowed, maybe. So whatever you are, be a good one. Wherever you are, whatever you have, you have the right tools, and you are in the right time, and you're in the right place. So leadership is not confined to those in position of power. Anyone that will lead by taking initiative and contributing positively is called a leader. Encourage everyone in a group to take responsibility and lead in their own way. This practice democratizes leadership and fosters a collaboration, inclusive environment. If you are in any situation, just motivate the others to do their best. Yeah, inspire them, give them positive feedback and message. And then we have rule number 6: lighten up and don't take yourself too seriously. And use humor and humility to navigate challenges. This practice helps reduce stress and foster a positive, resilient attitude. You see, we take ourselves sometimes too much seriously and we take the things personally. We put ourselves in unnecessary conflicts. Yeah, there is a very famous saying in Persian. One of the Persian poets says, "What did you see or that you choose being a bad man?" That's the concept is you could find anything in love, in humanity, in prosperity, in contribution, but why you choose competition with other people? Why you choose to put other people in difficult situation? You could achieve all of these things by choosing love. And why do you want to create pain for the other people? You can create love. So this concept is also giving us some insights that we should not take everything too seriously, and we should not put ourselves in waste our energy in every unnecessary conflict, and we have to choose our battles conflict. And there's a book, and I said a concept, that in life you will have a lot of pains and difficulties and challenges, but you have to choose them wisely. Which pain worth your time, which pain worth your resources, which pain worth your energy, and which pain and challenge worth your life. That is the most important question. Does it worth my time? Does it worth my month? Does it worth my 1 year? For example, when I was applying for leadership, UPG leadership course, I was asking myself, does it worth my time? Because I'm going to invest a lot of time, a lot of resources out of many options. So is it possible to really put my time in UPG leadership, sustainability, do a lot of assignments and become online, leave my kids and my family to not be able to go too much? And this is the question I'm asking. Does it worth my time and my attention? And at the end, the question is, does it worth my life? Because the choices we make every day, the things we do every day, we give the time, and that time is our life. So yeah, and now the rule number 7, the way things are. This concept: accept reality as it is without resistance or denial. When we face challenges in our life, we have two options. Either we accept it or we resist it. But challenges are in two categories. We have to categorize them, which one of them are in our control and which one of them are not in our control. And I read this concept in the book of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Yeah, that there are many challenges, there are many issues, there are many problems in our life that are in the circle, that comes in a circle which is not in our ability to change them. So fighting against them, trying to change them, resist with them, they just lose our time. So we lose our energy, we lose everything, but we get nothing. So we have to be humble enough to navigate the challenges, and we should not take a lot of stress, because as I said before, every fight doesn't deserve or every battle doesn't deserve fighting for. We have to choose them wisely, and we have to accept them the way they are, and we have to face the current situation with openness and acceptance instead of resisting emotionally and destroying ourselves. We have to open and say, what can I do in this situation? What lesson can I get? How can I do it differently? If we directly resist it, we will harm ourselves, or maybe we will harm the opportunity that this challenge brings with itself. And we go to rule number 8, giving way to passion. Engage fully in activities that ignite your enthusiasm and passion. And there is a very big trending that you should find your passion, because when you do not love what you do, and when you do not believe what you do, so I guess this will be harmful for yourself, because you are not motivated, you will not be happy, harmful for the company you work for the community you work. Although there is a very hard debate between you should choose your passion or you should not, or you should invest on some skills and those skills become your passion. But I think everything what we do, we should believe on that, and at the end we should have passion on that. But if it is a little controversial at the beginning, so maybe we have to more investigate on that. That this is skill that maybe that's difficult in the beginning, and our mind doesn't want to do doesn't want us to do it. It's difficult for it, bring a lot of excuses for us. Then we have to still analyze our choices, our decisions, our skills, and we have to see where this will this choice land us. So allow yourself to be passionate and committed. This wholehearted engagement can inspire others and create energizing, dynamic environment. And we read in this class that emotions are like some illness, or emotions are like so when someone is sick, it is contagious. So emotions are also like when someone is happy and passionate and committed and energized, the whole environment is passionate and energized and committed. So yeah, and then we will jump into the rule number 9. Lighting a spark inspires others by connecting with their passions and interests. Recognize and encourage the unique contribution of others. Everyone has their own unique abilities and strength points, and you have to use them and put them in the puzzle and show them the way, and then create opportunity for people to express their talents and passions. And instead of blaming them or imposing them, see where they can help and what field they are good at. So fostering a vibrant, motivated community can help people to express their talents and passion. And the rule number 10 is being the board, and take full responsibility for your experiences, seeing yourself as the board on which the game of life is played. This is very powerful concept. If we blame others, we give our strength to them. But if we take responsibility, we accept that we have the power. We have the power of choice. Even if we made mistake this time, we take the responsibility and then correct ourselves and learn from it, and next time we will do differently. But if we put the blame on the others, on the weather, on the condition, on the government, on the external environment, then what is our power? What is our stand here? What is our position here? What we really do? So never blame others, and then instead of blaming external factors, recognize your role. What is your role in this situation, in every condition? This practice empowers you to create change by altering your responses and action. And then we have rule number 11, creating framework for possibility, design structures and environment that support creativity and possibility. And I have read in the book of Atomic Habits that when you want to create a new habit, you have to design the new signs for it. Signs. For example, if you would like to have very white teeth, then you have to have everywhere some toothbrush or anything that can clean your teeth. If you would like to be a good reader, then you have to carry with yourself books, because every time you face with that option of reading, you have to have book in you beside your bed, in every room, in your bag, even in your pocket, in your car, everywhere you put books. So you have to make the signs visible, visible. So when you create a framework for possibility, and then you create systems, you create structures, they lead them, they lead you by default. So when you are led by default, and it's all designed and intentional, your outcomes and your efficiency will also be very, very good. So implement systems, routines, and practices that encourage innovative thinking and action. This might involve setting up collaborative spaces, adopting flexible processes, or fostering a culture of experimentation. You have to increase your creativity. And this also may apply to our friends. Which friends we choose, with whom we spend our time. If we spend our time with lazy people, with 5 lazy people, we are number 6. If we spend our time with 5 creative people, we are number 6 creative person. Show me your friends, I will show you your future. And this is very powerful, your environment. Show me your room, your discipline, and I will show you your result or your future. And rule number 12, telling the we story. Focus on collective success and unity rather than individual achievement. One day I was in an office, and then I met a lady. She seemed to be a little different. And then I noticed that every time, although she was working for the government, and government is a system with maybe thousands, 100,000 people working on that system, that everything should work well. But every time she said, I have to do this, I will do this, I'm under stress, please understand me. I am this, I am that. Then I said, excuse me, you are? Yeah, I see you are working too much hard, thank you for that. But I guess you're not alone in this. This is the whole system working together, and you are only in a very small part. So if you say, I have to do this, and you work in a team, then all your team members will be demotivated, and they will lose their passion because they will not see them involved and shared in the achievements. Because at the end, when something wrong happens, it's very difficult for you also to say, I did it. Then maybe you we'll say we are in a team and we did it. Then it creates a system, a space of mistrust environment where people are not ready to work anymore, and then they lose their interest. If it is a company, it will lose its loyal employees. So you have to shift your story from I to we, and then frame narratives and goal in terms of what we can achieve and what are our shared purpose, and encourage cooperation and mutual trust. So as we saw, everything we explained in this book, this really worth reading book is very vital for transforming our life, for our personal and professional life, because these rules are proven. So if I say it again, that what we believe will shape our reality, and this is accurate. If we believe the world is a bad place, from which window you see the world when you get up every morning? If you say, for example, oh, another day, another work, a lot of challenges, my kids, my children, a lot of work, then your whole day will be ruined. Then if you wake up every morning and say, thank you God, or whatever you believe, for another day, for being alive, I will work today, I will meet new people, I will learn something, I will see my friends, I will see my family, I will change something, even if that is getting something from the street and putting it on the other corner to not disturb the people. That's also a change your brain. You do something useful. So instead of that, if you focus on this, then your reality will be changed. Because if you think the world is a bad place and there is no kindness, there is no love, and you see it from that perspective, then your life will be totally negative and challenging, and it's very difficult for you to make good decisions. So I personally believe that there is still good and enough for everyone, and we live in an abundant life and world, and there are many good people. They are trying to improve the things, and we have a lot of achievements if we compare our time with the past time. Although we have a lot of conflicts, we have a lot of disasters, we have this climate change, we have sustainability issues, we have conflict in wars, in weapons, and so many people are suffering. But in the meantime, these sufferings are creating a lot of meanings, and this show who is standing on which side, and creating a lot of stories. And we see people are connected no matter where they are now. There are a lot of possibilities, and all these possibilities we are living also somehow related to this. For example, if our ancestors believed that no one can fly, we still could not fly. If 100 to 200 years ago, if they did not think about something new, about creativity or so on, then we will have remained stuck. But now every possibility we have. Some people say the king's one simple and ordinary man of our time has much more luxurious life and possibilities than a king had. And this life, this plane, and these cars, and this internet, and this mobile, everything we have, which king had 200 years ago, but still we are not contained. So I guess let us be united. Let us, that is possible. Let us believe that we can do something. And for me, that's my motivation to emerge as a sustainability leader. Although I guess I have a long way to walk, but I'm ready to give the sacrifices and to do what is needed, that finally we can do something, and at least we can add something on the bright side of the world, and we can decrease some pains and sufferings that our brothers, sisters, and our humanity is facing in this time. And I believe human made. So thank you very much. It was my pleasure to introduce this book, and in the next month I will try to read this book again and again, to visualize it and conceptualize it and see where I can apply these rules and where I'm ignoring these rules and where I can empower myself or improve some aspects of my life. So thank you very much, all the very best, and wish me all the very best with this program. Bye bye.